As far as sneaker releases go in 2023, we made it through the first 3 months of the year, and there were some definite must-cop sneakers. Some fire did come out. There was also some sneakers that were probably less desirable, if we're just being honest. There really wasn't like a whole lot of bangers that came out so far. But if you looked at the release calendar, this year's going to be crazy, especially a little bit later on. Now, we made it through January, February, March, and now we're turning that page into April. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the most notable Air Jordan releases coming out in April 2023. Now, all the sneakers that we're going to be discussing and taking a look at in this video, to the best of my knowledge, these are the correct release dates. But we have seen Jordan Brand do a lot of things over the years in terms of pushing things back, moving them up, or even canceling them altogether. So these release dates are subject to change. Now, kicking off the month, dropping on April 1st, we're going to be getting the Air Jordan 11 Low in the cement gray colorway. The retail price tag for the sneaker is supposed to be $185. Now, at first glance, this does sort of remind me of the Air Jordan 11 Cool Gray, the sneaker that for the most part everybody sort of loves. It's like an iconic kind of a sneaker. But the gray on this sneaker is lighter than this, and I'm a fan of the Air Jordan 11 Lows. Like, I do look at them, and if the colorway's nice, I do cop them. I think it's a great summer shoe. It's one that I'm definitely probably going to pick up, or at least try to pick up on release day. And, when it comes to the Air Jordan 11 Low, like, they sell out just like the Air Jordan 11s. Maybe not as quickly, but they always sell out. And they are kind of like sleepers in terms of resale value. Like, if you look at a lot of the Air Jordan 11 Lows that dropped over the years, they do tend to go up in value over time, and then people have to go out and, spend that cash in order to get one of these in their collection. So when these drop on April 1st, this is a sneaker that I will definitely probably be picking up. Now, moving right along, dropping on April 6th, we have the women's exclusive Air Jordan 3 in the Lucky Green colorway. The retail price tag for this sneaker is going to be $200. Now, I don't understand Jordan Brand and Nike. Like, they always drop sneakers that should drop, for certain holidays, like months later. They drop Halloween sneakers in June or July, and this sneaker should have dropped back in March, especially because I was looking for green sneakers for St. Patrick's Day. My girl was, but there was no green sneakers coming out. And, they just always seem to do that. Now, this sneaker actually does look really nice to me. Kind of reminds me of the white cements that we just saw drop, especially because it has, the Age midsole on it and stuff like that. But I kind of feel like this sneaker right here is probably going to be sort of overlooked because we are past the St. Patrick's Day time and stuff like that. So when it comes to this one, I do think it's sort of going to be one of those sneakers that a lot of people are just sort of on the fence. I don't really see this doing really, really well or anything. It'll probably sit around for a little bit, and I don't think the resale prices are going to be that great. But this is a nice looking sneaker if you want to pick it up on April 6th. Now, dropping 2 days later on April 8th, we're going to be having the Air Jordan 2 Low Craft Atmosphere. The retail price tag for this sneaker is supposed to be $150. I don't really know what to say about this sneaker. It's a definite pass for me. I'm just not going to beat on the Air Jordan 2 just because I'm not really that big of a fan. But this colorway really does absolutely nothing for me, in terms of even just maybe even thinking that I might pick it up. I kind of feel like this one's going to sit around as well, but, who knows. This is actually a men's sneaker. You look at it and kind of feel like this could be a woman's exclusive, but as far as I could tell by the sizing that I'm seeing on the internet, this is going to be a men's exclusive. So if you want to pick it up, it's supposed to be $150, dropping on April 8th. Up next, dropping on April 15th, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the Lucky Green colorway with a retail price tag of $180. Now, I really like this colorway a lot. I like the color block, and I think it's awesome. You know what I mean? It's a sneaker that I would love to have in my personal collection, but it's not a sneaker that I need. I'll probably pass on this. I could actually sort of see this maybe on sale on GOAT, under retail, or maybe even the Nike outlet. It's just that the Air Jordan 1s, they've just been sitting. Even the nice ones, they're sitting. Unless it's a really hyped OG colorway or a reimagined Chicago. A lot of the Air Jordan 1s that we've seen drop over the past 2 years have just not done very well in terms of selling out quick or even being worth money. A lot of them go for retail or slightly above retail or slightly below retail. So this one right here I sort of feel is going to be the exact same thing as far as the release goes. But it's a nice looking shoe, right? If they would have dropped this last month, this may have been a cop for me. But this is one that I'll probably pass on just because I feel like I don't need it. But if you want to pick this up and add it to your collection, it will be dropping on April 15th. Now, moving right along, dropping on April 22nd, we have another Air Jordan 1 High. This time it's the women's exclusive in the wash pink colorway with a retail price tag of $180. Now, this one reminds me a lot of the turbo green Air Jordan 1s or even the hyper royal ones. But personally for me, I don't feel like this is a must-cop sneaker at all. Especially for me, right? Maybe for you, you might feel a little bit different. I could see myself buying this for my girl or something like that, but this isn't a sneaker that I need in my personal collection. I know I would never wear it, you know what I mean? But it is a women's sneaker. I do feel like a lot of women will probably pick it up because of the colorway, but I know some of you guys are probably looking at this one as well. But let the ladies have this one, guys. It's going to be dropping on April 22nd. Now, according to the release calendar, dropping on the same exact day, April 22nd, we're going to be getting the Air Jordan 13 Black Flint with a retail price tag of $200. Now, if you followed my channel for a while, you probably know that I am not the biggest fan of the 13. I do pick some up, I do like some, but like by and large, like I'm really not that big of a fan. But this for me, must cop. And the Air Jordan 13 is really not that popular. I feel like this is going to be an easy cop, but the reason why this is a must cop for me is I actually wanted somebody to make this sneaker for me like 3 years ago. It didn't happen, but my plan was I was going to take the red Flint and just have somebody dye the red parts black because I thought that it would look incredible. And then when I was looking at the release calendar and I saw this on there, I was like, I'm buying that. And I know it's going to be an easier cop. A lot of people will probably sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not that popular of a sneaker, but I will definitely be picking this up when it drops on April 22nd. Now, the next sneaker on this list is probably the most hyped sneaker out of the entire month. It's going to be one that's going to cause us the most amount of problems and the most amount of headaches. And that's going to be the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Olive, which is technically a woman's exclusive. Retail price tag is going to be $150. Now, we know what it's going to be, guys. A lot of raffles, a lot of footwork, a lot of hoping and praying on the Nike Sneakers app. Do I feel like, I'm confident that, we're all going to hit? No, I'm not. We already know what it's going to be, guys. It's going to be a lot of heartache. You know what I mean? We're going to be, glued to Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, waiting for it to drop on Travis's website and then the Nike Sneakers app and all that. It's going to be like unanswered questions like the whole entire week of that release. So some of us are going to catch W's. A lot of us are going to catch L's. But it's still going to be a problem. Now, dropping a few days after that, on April 29th, we're going to be getting the Air Jordan 3 Retro in the Wizards colorway. Retail price tag for the sneaker is going to be $200. Now, personally, I don't feel like this is a must-cop sneaker, but I think it's a sneaker that if you pick up, I think you would be happy with it, especially if you have like an old Michael Jordan Washington Wizards jersey. This is going to look great with that. But I don't necessarily feel like you have to pick this up, right? There's other sneakers that'll match that jersey just as well. They won't cost you an additional $200. It's a great looking shoe. I mean, we've seen a lot of Air Jordan 3s come out lately, and if you missed out on the white cements, or if you don't like the lucky green 3s that are coming out this month, you might want to pick up the Air Jordan 3 Wizards. Personally, for me, I'll be sitting this one out. Now, moving on to the next sneaker on the list, supposedly dropping at the very end of April, we're going to be getting the Air Jordan 1 High in the Skyline colorway with a retail price tag of $180. Now, this sneaker was supposed to drop back in March, but it got pushed back. No one knows if this is actually really 100% dropping at the end of April, but it's on the release calendar for the end of April. So maybe we'll see this one, but I don't think it's a must cop. I'm going to be sitting it out. I don't like the sneaker. I think the storyline back behind it is really weak. It's the Skyline of Chicago when Michael Jordan was a member of the Chicago Bulls. Backstory does nothing for me, and the sneakers are hideous in my opinion. But guys, I know some of you would really, really like to have this in your collection. I know that you're probably a fan of it. Not all of you, but probably some of you. So, if you want to pick it up, just keep an eye out on the Nike Sneakers app at retailers for when this sneaker is officially going to be releasing. But guys, comment down below and let me know what's going to be your must-cop sneakers for April. For me, it's looking like it's only going to be the Air Jordan 11 Low Cement Grays, the Travis Scott Lows, if I'm lucky enough to get a W, and the Air Jordan 13 Black Flints. But let me know what you're most looking forward to coming out in April. Other than that, guys, I appreciate your time and all the support you guys always show me. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll catch you guys in the next video really, really soon. I'm out. Peace. For more sneaker content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.